Good morning, y'all. Family, it's February 9th, and I wanted to come to you today and play my motivational music for you. Miles per gallon. Okay, that's why I like that. It will easily calculate it for you, so you don't have to do that. Miss Diva Trucker 43 coming to you today because I wanted to give you an always have to be in that truck. You don't always have to be, you can go out here, and this is a way that you can experience different things in life driving around in a truck getting paid for it. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And all I had to do was just happen to be traveling through the state and break down. So. Hey fam, good afternoon. This is Miss Diva Trucker 43. And I'm coming to you today because I wanted just to explain where I'm at and what I'm doing now. So before we go any further, what I want to tell you is that however I do things is the way that I choose to do them, and it's what works for me. So this may be the route that you take. It may not be the route that you take. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. It's not it's not set in concrete or whatever I'm doing, but it's just the way that I choose to do things. I am learning, okay? So you're gonna have to bear with me. There are some things that I'm gonna say that is incorrect, okay? And I will try to correct those things the next time that I make a video, but I am just giving you my experience. So if you want to know about what I'm doing or the things that I encounter or things like that, please stick with me. And, I'll be more than happy to give you any information that I know. If you do not, please, don't even look. Don't even turn in. Don't even do, anything. You don't have to make negative comments. You don't have to do that. It's not, if you want to do something else, make your video, you do something else, okay? But you have to get that fam. I'm sorry, but you know how people are. So you got to get that out the way for them, so they won't even sit here and waste their time to tell me something about nothing. Okay. Back to you, family. I am with a company called Eagle Logistics. Okay. It is a company out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Okay. Now, it is a parent company of Celadon. Okay, this is what I got. Celadon gave Eagle some money to start their own broker company. Okay, so when you go to orientation, you're going to be at the Celadon terminal. Okay, you are not a Celadon employee. You are not a Celadon contractor. You are an Eagle contractor. Okay, you will sit in there with Celadon company drivers, lease purchase operators, and then you have Eagle on one side, which is on the operators. Eagle is a small company. They only been in business since November of last year. So they use Celadon as their payroll. They use Celadon as, safety. They use Celadon as insurance. There's a lot of things that they use Celadon for because they're not totally independent and they have Celadon as a backup. Celadon flatbed is totally going over to Eagle. Okay, so um, at Eagle you have a choice of running either dry van, reefer, or flatbed. You could do all three. Okay, Celadon gave Eagle its flatbed division. Okay, now you can when you come to the orientation. Okay, the first thing that Eagle tells you is they are 100% owner operator. That means that you are responsible for booking your loads. Okay, they do have dispatchers, and what those dispatchers are there to do is once you get a load that you say that you want to run and you want to do, that agent that is assigned to you helps you negotiate that load. So they may offer you If you did it on your own, you may get $1,000 for the load. An agent know the rates, they know the lanes, they know what that load should be paying. They may get 1,500 for you, or they may get 200 more dollars than what you do. Okay. Now, with being with this company, what am I with this company for? I'm with the company because I use their MC number and their DOT number. Okay. With the truck. Now, you can get your truck two ways. You have to think of this. Eagle, and I got my truck through Quality. Quality is the truck company, okay? It has nothing to do with Eagle. It's a truck company. So you can go to Quality and you can do one or two things. You can finance your truck by putting money down and financing it that way, depending on your credit. It's when you buy a truck, it doesn't have a whole lot to do with your credit. It has to do with your ability to pay the truck note. So they're going to look at things like your tax return. They're going to look at your down payment. They're going to look at if you owe child support. They're going to look at if you have any liens. They're going to look at things like that that may stop you from making that truck payment. Okay, it's not that you have to have a high credit score. It's not a lot of things. They just look at certain criteria, and your down payment dictates on what kind of truck you can get. You don't have to put a down payment down. You can go the route of leasing a truck through Quality. You could do either way. Quality has 38 companies that you can sign your truck on to. Okay. You can go to 38. You can go to Forward Air. You can go to Tango, the US Trucks. You can go to Panther. You can go to STI. You can go to Great Wide. You can go Mercer. Is and all that is that Quality has developed relationships with these companies to take that payment out. Okay, so these companies agree to take the payment out for Quality so you can pay for your truck. Okay, you don't have to get a new truck. They have payments that you can pay only $300 a week, so that's 3, 6, 9, 12, $1,200 a month. Okay, you can finance that truck or lease that truck for 3 years. You don't have no balloon payment, and that truck's yours. You can finance it or lease it for 2 years. You don't have no balloon payment, that truck's yours. If you lease a new truck, you're going to have a balloon payment. Okay. You, like I say, either way, whatever, if you don't have the money to put down, you can lease. No money down, it is a balloon payment if you lease. Okay. And you can't go by the website of the trucks that Quality have, because they get trucks in and out so quick that they don't have time to update their website. Okay. The trucks that I seen when I was up there, they have the Lone Stars. They have and it depends on the different colors of Lone Stars. If you get a red Lone Star or white Lone Star, you may not you can't take that truck anywhere. That belongs to Celadon and Eagle. Okay. If you get a black Lone Star, you can take your truck anywhere within those 38 companies after 90 days. Okay, if it's not working out for you at whatever company you at. Um, Also with Eagle, let's see, with Quality, you sign your paperwork and everything there. You also get a trailer. They have a dry van trailer, which is like $140 a week. They have a reefer trailer, which is $240 a week, and the flatbed. So I don't know how much that is, but they have that as well. The orientation is 3 days. Okay, you do your drug test. You're going to take a driving test with Celadon. Okay, Celadon instructor. I had the safety person over Celadon that gave me my driving test. Okay. They was concerned, since you are an experienced driver, because you have to come to Eagle experience. They don't have a school, they don't have anything like that. So they lowered their qualifications for coming to Eagle. It used to be that you had to have 2 years experience before you came to Eagle. Okay. Because that's more of an owner operator, and you need to be, looking at running on your own. You got to ask yourself, can you book your own loads? Do you know what load boards to use? Can you run yourself for a week without depending on a dispatcher? Can you do those things? Can you develop relationships with brokers so that they're calling you? Do you know how to post your truck? A lot of people come to Eagle and not realizing that they're really on their own and they don't make money. Okay. And if you have, rent, mortgage, bills, car note, child support. If you have all that going on and you do not know how to pick off the load board and run your truck, you may not make any money. Okay, because you have to be on it, and you always constantly looking for a load and trying to stay in a lane that is giving you a good rate. Okay, right now I have a dry van. I have a Celadon dry van because it is a rental that I'm using until my reefer trailer comes in. Once my reefer trailer comes in, that truck stays with me. Okay, that's my truck. My trailer, and it stays with me wherever I go. Okay, I do like reefer because the reefer rates are more. Um, you can get up to $3 or more amount on reefer depending on what you're running. I can run chicken, I can run produce, I can run, they have good paying loads on reefer. Dry van, I'm noticing that I don't have to wait at the shipper and the receiver for a long period of time. When I pull up, they load you. When you get there, they unload you. It's not a big waiting time. Okay. What I'm looking at as far as rates on dry van is right now I'm looking at anywhere from a little bit over $2 a mile. Okay, which is running average right now. Okay. Um, you have to make sure that you are staying within good lanes. Now, you can take a load down to Florida that may pay you $3, okay, to go down to Florida. So if you're staying within that $2, 250 or whatever range, then you need to make sure that coming out of Florida, you may get a rate of $1.50. So you average it to $2 going in and out of Florida. Okay, you have to look at it that way. Sometimes the loan pays more to go in a particular state and doesn't pay that much to come out. But if you can get a good paying loan to go in there that will cover you coming out, then it works at the end of the day. A lot the percentage that I receive 75% of the load. Okay. So that means whatever I book, whatever Eagle books, whatever, they get 25%. Okay. I am on the fleet program. Okay. So once I have one more truck, then my percentage jumps up to either 85 or 90%. The most you'll get is 90%. They're going to build my fleet for me and, help me get my number and a whole lot of other things that they do that is just too long to discuss. I post things on my page such as how to get your tax ID number, how to get your MC number, how to do, different things. Don't take that and say, I'm going to just do this and everything is going to work out for me, because it's not. There are a lot of other things that you have to consider, like your insurance, your permits, your tags, it's just a whole array of things. So what I advise you to do or suggest that you do is take that time and do the research and figure out what it is that works for you. You don't even have to have a new truck. You can get a truck. There's a place, a truck website that they don't even care about your credit. You just bring them $5,000, and they'll put you in a truck. It ain't gonna be a new truck. Your payment's gonna be like $1,200 a month. So you're not even paying about a week. You're paying about a month. Okay. And they don't do credit checks. They're older model trucks. They're normally like Freightliners, 10s, 9s, things like that. But what they have high miles on them. But whatever works for you works for you. Nobody's telling you. You have to decide for yourself what works for you. But at Eagle, I'm hearing a lot of people saying, I'm putting in my notice, I'm coming over there, I'm doing that. Always research the company before you decide to come, because I was in orientation, okay, and we started off with a lot of people, me being the only female in the class, okay, and already it hasn't been 2 weeks that people has already went back to the company that they was with. And I called a couple of people, and it's because how many loads do you have? I only had one load. I've been sitting in somewhere for 2 3 days. Did you go on the load board? Did you try to find your load? No, my dispatcher said, you have to understand this is a new company, and these dispatchers, some of them don't know how to dispatch. They just got a job. Okay, so they have to be weeded out, because I'm sure if they're not producing to keep them trucks running, they're not going to have their job long. So you have to make a decision that no, you will not be my dispatcher anymore, and I will transfer to somebody that is able to keep me running. But it's not all the dispatcher. You have to have knowledge about the loads, the rates, and how it runs. I'm able to look to see how many loads are in the area, how many trucks they have available, because that dictates the rate that I may get for that load. It's just so much, and I'm gonna give you a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, and I'm learning. Okay, so people can say what they want to say, but it works for me, and I will figure this out on my own, like I've always done, and with some help of a lot of good people. I mean, you really have a lot of good people out there that don't mind picking up the phone when I call, that will help me, or they know about, different things, and they are more than willing to give that information. A lot of people don't want to tell you anything because of fear. They're afraid that if they give you the information, then what are they going to do? But let me tell you something about the trucking industry. There's over 300 and some thousand drivers that they need. Okay, so it's plenty of freight out here for everybody, and it's plenty of room for people to grow. So when you try to limit other people's abilities because you're not doing whatever it is, you can miss me on that, because I'm going forward, and that's what I have to do. Okay, and either you with me, you on Team Tamara, or you not, and it's as simple as that. So either you can help me or you get out my way. Either way, it don't matter. But let me go on, honey, because I can get child. um Team RG, stand up, okay? Team RG, I just want to say thank y'all. Sinister has made me an admin of Team RG, so now I'm administrator of Team RG. And honey, I ain't even had my job 24 hours, honey, and I'm making changes, girl. Girl, I had my job 24 hours. He done nominated me for admin, child. I've been admin for 24 hours, child. I'm just making changes like that. You hear me, girl? I done already developed an app. Okay, it's called Zello app, and it's Team RG Nation, a Team RG, Team RG Nation group. Okay, and it's where that all the Team RG members can go in. Let me show you, honey. All the team, this is the TeamRG app. Okay, so members can go in this app and press the button, and you can talk to as many members as you want to. Okay, we'll update you on any traffic situations. It's good for the females that are in Team RG, because what they can do if they're in a situation where you need some help, you hit that button and you got Team RG members on there that's ready to help you, honey. It's a safety thing. If the weather is bad in the area, if there's it's just like a CB, but it's worldwide. We can talk to people in Australia. We can talk to people in wherever there's a Team RG member. We can have them all on the phone conference call at one time. You don't have to dial no 800 number. All you got to do is make yourself available and hit that button, and you can talk. Okay, so that is the Team RG. What is it? Team RG Nation. So that is the nation, and let's see, there are 14 people available right now. Okay, so honey, I ain't been on the job 24 hours, and I'm developing apps. And they love it. They love it, honey. They love it. So it comes through loud and clear. If they have any questions, anything, we're right there to help. It's for everybody to use. They Center's gonna get the rules out on that. Randy gonna keep everybody in check. He already tempoing and all that kind of stuff. So, um, but we stepping up and we're doing big things. Other things that Team RG is doing is Randy decided to do I think it's like a Team RG member of the month or the week or whatever, but it's for special members that step out and do do things out of the ordinary that a Team RG member would do. And one of them was recognized this week. And what you do is you get you do something that's out of the ordinary, helping somebody, doing something, then you get a free dinner, steak and potato dinner. So I don't know who is financing that, but you do get a steak and potato dinner. We got our t-shirts, we got coffee mugs, we got keychains, we got whatever it is that you need, we got it. Okay. But members are growing. We at 2,100, close to 2,200, and it's steady growing. So those things are happening for us. Let's see. Oh, one thing I wanted to talk to y'all about is, how much experience you got to have at Eagle. You right now that you have to have 6 months. Okay. Also, they felt, like I said, they felony friendly. That means that they put you in what is called a freedom program. They getting you in on that. They done changed the criteria on how to get in Eagle a lot. If you're interested, go on the website, put in your information, put in your and a recruiter will call you. My recruiter, her name was Christine. Okay, so it ain't like KLLM. I ain't getting no bonus and all that kind of stuff. No big money. You ain't get no bonus coming there. Okay, so don't think you get you ain't getting no bonus coming there, honey. So but really think about it before you make a decision and just jump over there, because that is truly an owner operator type setup. Okay. I'm able to pick loads. I think I'm gonna be setting up with Snyder as a carrier next week. I'm able to pick all hub group. I'm able to pick uh, Hub Group, Landstar. I don't think I get the same amount of money that Landstar people get. Okay, I don't think, because when you call them, they ask you, "Are you a Landstar driver?" And you tell them no, then they come up with some other rate for you. But I don't know the difference yet. I'm gonna figure it out and try to figure that out for you. Um, Coyote, TQL, Total, US Express. Um, it's a lot of them. Last night I had the opportunity. Somebody posted on the Facebook page. I just want to tell y'all something about relationships, honey. When you out here on this road, and you got to have your mind right, and when you working and you trying to provide for your family, and you trying to do things, you cannot be out here and you going through all these relationship problems. There was a post last night on my on the website where a Facebook family member posted that it was the end of the world for him, and he wanted to commit suicide. Okay, a driver, he wanted to commit suicide. And I immediately called him to talk to him about that. We're not counselors. We don't have any certain type of but I can get you some help. Okay, whenever you feeling in a situation that you think that this is the end, I understand. You may have lost a loved one. Your girlfriend done left, your husband left, your wife left, everybody left. But you have to realize that there's nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. There's nothing that should stop you from you feeling that type of way. Okay. I shared my situation. Y'all know me. My husband walked out on me. My ex-husband walked out on me over a year ago while I was in the hospital. And it's so easy to get depressed and to think about the things that you've done or been in that relationship, and for somebody just to up and leave, and you don't have any explanation. And I always tell people, if it was meant to be, it will be. If it's not, then you have to let certain things go. Everything is not for you. And if a person is willing to walk out the door and leave, let them go. Let them go. It may hurt right then, but you get through it. You'll get over it. You'll get past it. And what you're doing in your life, you're not on the street. You're not selling drugs. You're not doing that. You driving a truck. And if a person can't understand that and support you through that, then maybe if that's what you want to do, you don't need that relationship. You got to move on. So that took me by surprise, honey. I didn't expect to be on the phone counseling at that time of night, so I had to call for backup. I called Sin. He got on the phone with them and talked to him because they had something in common. Sinister lost his mom. So he knows how it feels not to have your mother, and you may not have them in a physical sense, but they still with you in spirit. Okay, so they always around you at all times, and you just can't let yourself get down. And especially with being out here on this road, you got to have your mind right. um I just hate to see people going through relationship issues. I mean, it's okay to be single. There's nothing wrong with it. Until you find somebody that will appreciate you for who you are and will love you for who you are and respect you for who you are, it's okay to be single. You don't have to go through that drama of being in a relationship. You work and you got a job, you a truck driver, baby. You can have anybody you want. Anybody. Let people go. Learn to let them go. People can't see sometimes your vision. And when they can't see your vision, there's not anything that you can do for them. Nothing. You have to let them do them. And once they walk out that door, don't let it be a revolving door. Okay? Close that door and move on. Let people go. Let them do their thing. And if they realize after the fact that they didn't want to do that and they want to come back, it's too late. Move on. I promise you that you will get over it. I promise you that you will see better days. I promise you you will not regret for letting the negativity go. People that don't support you, you won't regret letting them out your life. You won't regret that. Okay, so you can go on and be free and live the life that you want to live. Why are you calling people that are arguing with you? Why are you on the phone with people that are arguing with you? Why are you all talking to people that don't support you? They don't matter. They don't. Have your peace of mind, baby. Please. And to be so young, 27 years old, you got your whole life to live. There's so much more that the world has in store for you. And you worried about one individual that can't get their life together. Child, please, honey. Please. You more than that, baby. You more than that. Okay? Always remember that. You're doing something with your life. And people that are not doing things with their life, you have to move on and let them go and let them be who they are. And don't let that stop you ever. So, I'm just grateful. I'm gonna be checking in with him to make sure that he's straight and